What is up, guys? I'm George Mossy. So, 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, Season 7, Episode 13 is aired. Now, we have a lot to talk about. I hope we have time to because we're checking in with Angela and Michael. And we saw last week what appeared to be Angela and Michael making up and making it work merely days after Angela was destroying his car. We watched last night her take him to the mechanic shop to repair the car that she literally had just destroyed, which looked like it had been in an accident after Angela was done with it. And we even watched them go to a therapy session, and things seemed to be looking up until they weren't. So during this therapy session, Michael says that he has never cheated on Angela, but he does admit to doing things in the relationship that would help build distrust between the two because in distance, the things that you do have a lot of precedent on how it makes another person feel. So Angela feels that when Michael was doing these things and making the distance between them even greater by lack of communication and lack of care and understanding of what she was going through, this is how their relationship got to where it was. So another thing that we learned in this therapy session is Angela seems to have a crush on Billy. Now that isn't something that anyone was surprised by. I was actually surprised that she brought it up in the therapy session, but at the same time, Angela wanted everything to be brought up into the open because they want to have a clean slate and they want to be able to move forward. But while admitting this crush on Billy, she also drops the bomb that she has decided since Billy has kidney disease, she wants to go to Canada and try and visit and help him. Now, we don't know what help him means because when we think of Yara and her definition of help people, it has quite a few different meanings. It could be buying a sweater, just going to the country looking at apartments. There's different things that helping someone could mean. But what exactly would Angela need to do that she can't do in person? She's already posted TikToks with him. She's helped to grow awareness that he does need a kidney transplant and they are looking for a donor. I think the irony in this situation is Michael was told that he is absolutely not allowed to have social media. He's absolutely not allowed to communicate with other women, and he has to do exactly what Angela asked him to do. But at the same time, Angela is posting TikToks with Billy, which was one thing, and I think that we've gotten to the bottom of it. And posting that TikToks are definitely not cheating. But now, after admitting that there is a crush, I think she referred to it as a TikTok crush on Billy, and now saying that she wants to go and fly and meet her TikTok crush, I think that is where the conflict comes in because the irony of the situation is Michael isn't allowed to even have social media to be an influencer, but Angela is allowed to go and meet Billy in Canada, a relationship that she actually started through social media, something that Michael isn't even allowed to have. Now, a lot of people on Twitter feel that this is hypocrisy. You can't tell someone that they can't do something while you are actively doing it. Now, Angela doesn't see it as cheating, but Michael definitely does. Now, on a preview for next week, we actually saw a FaceTime call. Michael happened to be there and he referred to Angela as Angel. And this really, really pumped the brakes on everything because Michael is angry and upset because the way that he has been told what he can and can't do, it actually was a threat to end their marriage just by him having a social media account. So the idea that Angela is FaceTiming this man in front of him has taken it to a whole nother level. Now we watch them make up and we watch things look up, and now it looks like we're watching them break up once again, all on the same trip. So what do you guys think is going to happen? Because I know personally, if I was in a relationship and she was FaceTiming another person who she told me that she had a crush on, that situation would not fly with me. Now, I know Angela is in control in this relationship, and Michael has said time and time again, he needs to pick his battles and choose the right times to put his foot down. Do you guys think this is going to be the time that Michael finally puts his foot down and says, look, you cannot talk to this man and go and visit this man while we are married and in a relationship? And if you do something like that, that will be the end of us? Or do you think he's going to continue to let Angela be in control of this relationship? Change is a very scary thing. Standing up for yourself can be a very scary thing as well. I wish to see Michael and Angela make it. It's been so long, and I feel like Michael has earned his spot here on US soil. He's been through so much, and he has fought to be in this relationship and marriage with Angela, and I feel like giving up at this point would really make it seem like he wasted 5 years of his life. And Angela feels the same way. 5 years is something you can never get back. And depending on where you are in life, these could have been your best 5 years, or they could have been the 5 years that you could have been spending doing other things. So, guys, I want to see them succeed, but I also want to make sure that everyone's voice is heard. What do you guys think is going to happen with Angela and Michael? They're married. Is Michael going to make it to the U.S.? Is Michael not going to make it to the U.S.? Are they going to give up? Are they going to call it quits? Will Angela get on that plane and leave Lagos a single woman? All right, guys, I'm George Mossey. Make sure to follow me on all social media platforms at George Mossey and at georgemossey.com for all your 90 Day Fiancé news, updates, and interviews. I'll talk to all of you really soon.